Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about my birthday week, which was a couple of weeks ago. I turned 51 and I am happy that I'm here, that I'm healthy. And on my birthday, I actually took the day off and I went out to lunch with my oldest son and my husband. And then in the afternoon, I ended up going out and getting a little something for myself, nothing expensive, just a pair of earrings that I thought they were cute and they were perfect because the next day we were going out on a trip and I like to wear something new. So, where did we go? I can tell you we went from 65 degrees to 20 degrees. Yes, we ended up in Chicago. If you remember a few videos ago, I talked about winning a one night stay at a very nice Chicago downtown hotel. So we wanted to make use of that and go see the Christmas lights, which we've seen before because we had been there in the winter a few years ago. But again, we did have that stay, so we decided to go for that. And then we attached a couple days in Milwaukee. My husband had not been there, so we decided to just go experience the city. So let's talk about Chicago. You probably know that I work for the travel industry. I've worked for the airlines before. My husband does too. And when we travel, we are kind of old fashioned. And what I mean by that is that there is supposed to be a dress code because you're representing the airline industry. So I always wear shoes. I don't wear tennis shoes when I travel. I wear nice shoes. Well, I was wearing a nice pair of boots. They were kind of short and with a little heel with no socks because it's me. I don't wear socks. Usually I don't wear socks, even though I had a pair of socks tucked into my bag just in case I needed it. Well, I forgot to check the temperature, what the temperature was going to be in Chicago. And we got to Chicago. My phone wasn't working right. Okay, so I don't know. I can tell you, I love T-Mobile. I've been with T-Mobile for over 20 years. Yes, guys, it's been that long. I love them. I travel internationally. It's great. But I don't know what's going on in Chicago with T-Mobile, but I don't think that it was working very well, and Google Maps was not working very well either. So we ended up getting off on the wrong station and walk to the hotel, and the map was showing we were in this area, but it was giving us directions to from somewhere else. It was very confusing. I should have taken screenshots of where we were going and the public transportation that we were going to take, because I thought we were just going to be walking for like 1 or 2 minutes, but we ended up walking for like 25 trying to find a hotel. I know we could have taken an Uber, yes, but I thought we were much closer. So we froze walking in 20-degree temperature. So my feet were just frozen. And of course, we got to the hotel, warmed up. I got my pair of socks on, my gloves, and my coat. And we just went out, you know, just went to see the lights and went out to dinner. So on the second day, we went to Milwaukee. We had decided we were not going to rent a car on this trip because why do that when you're going downtown? It's kind of inconvenient to have to park. Plus, it's quite expensive, and public transportation works really well on that side of the country. So we decided to take Amtrak from Chicago to Milwaukee. And I've got to tell you, I was very surprised on how clean the station was at both Chicago and Milwaukee and how the train was. It was a perfect ride, very clean, on time. I think very reliable. So it was a great experience. This was my first time on Amtrak, believe it or not, and Joe's first time on Amtrak. And he's been in this country much longer than I have because he was born here. So when we got to Milwaukee, it was so simple because number one, it wasn't as cold. I was wearing socks, and T-Mobile and Google Maps were working. So getting to our hotel was a breeze. Then that afternoon we went to check out some of the shops in the area, and in the evening all the Christmas lights were on. They have a lot of little parks around town and they were nicely decorated, so we really enjoyed that. We went to the cheese shop, which I had been there before with my kids a couple years ago, and I'll link that video down below. So we got some samples and we bought some cheese there, and then the next day I decided I wanted to go to a creamery. um, I wanted to see how they process or how they make cheese, but unfortunately that was our last full day. We were leaving the following day, so many of the places where they do tours, they do it earlier in the day, and we had gotten up a little later. So I found one, but it was like an hour and a half away from town. So I'm like, okay, well, we can do a tour there. Let's just go ahead and rent a car for the day. So we did that. We got there, and you should have seen my husband's face because he was expecting cow's milk cheese, and it ended up being a goat's cheese place. And I just thought it was really funny. He was very disappointed, but then once he got in and we started, it was a self tour. It was super interesting. And this place, which I will link below, is so clean. If you guys are in the area, I truly recommend it. Even if you're not a goat cheese person, I think that it's a place to see if you're in the area. So we got to do that, and we had a grilled goat cheese sandwich, which was very, very good. It also came with a cup of tomato soup, which, by the way, was excellent. And yeah, we just toured the area for the day. We went back in town, and the next day we left. I'll tell you what, coming back to Phoenix was really nice because the temperature was again in the 60s, and this never gets old. Well, in the summertime it can get a little hot, but this is the best time of the year to be in Arizona. So if you're looking for a vacation, this place is the place to be at this time of the year because it's just perfect. Like, I'm wearing this and it's almost too much. Probably should be wearing short sleeves because I'm almost sweating. But no matter what, no matter how hot it is, you know me, I need to have my hot cup of tea or coffee. And anyways, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. I hope that you are having a wonderful week. Chin chin to us, and I will see you very soon. Take care. How long are you going to be there? It's too cold. Get out.
What do you think?
I can concentrate.